Division of the land. Here is the list of the tribes of Israel and the territory each is to receive. The territory of Dan is in the extreme north. Its boundary line follows the Hethron Road to Level Hamath and then runs on to Hazaran and on the border of Damascus with Hamath to the north. Dan's territory extends all the way across the land of Israel from east to west. Asher's territory lies south of Dan's and also extends from east to west. Naphtali's land lies south of Asher's, also extending from east to west. Then comes Manasseh, south of Naphtali, and its territory also extends from east to west. South of Manasseh is Ephraim, and then Reuben, and then Judah, all of whose boundaries extend from east to west. South of Judah is a land set aside for a special purpose. It will be 8 1/3 miles wide, and it will extend as far east and west as the tribal territories, with the temple at the center. The area set aside for the Lord's temple will be 8 1/3 miles long and 6 2/3 miles wide. For the priests, there will be a strip of land measuring 8 1/3 miles long and 3 1/3 miles wide, with the Lord's temple at the center.
The special portion you are to offer to the Lord will be 25,000 cubits long and 10,000 cubits wide. This will be the sacred portion for the priest. It will be 25,000 cubits long on the north side, 10,000 cubits wide on the west side. 10,000 cubits wide on the east side, and 25,000 will be the sanctuary of the Lord. This will be for consecrated priests, the Zodiakites, who were faithful in serving me and did not go astray as the Levites did when the Israelis went astray. It will be a special gift to them from the sacred portion of the land, a most holy portion, bordering the territory of the Levites. Along the territory of the priests, the Levites will have an atonement of 25,000 cubits long, 10,000 cubits wide. Its total length will be 25,000 cubits. Its width, 10,000 cubits. They must not sell or exchange any of it. This is the best of the land and must not pass into other hands, because it is holy to the Lord. The remaining area, 5,000 cubits wide and 25,000 cubits long, will be for the common use of the city, for houses and for pasture land. The city will be in the center of it. It will have these measurements. The north side, 4,500 cubits. The south side, 4,500 cubits. The east side, 4,500 cubits. The west side, 4,500 cubits. The pasture land for the city will be 250 cubits on the north, 250 cubits on the south, 250 cubits on the west, and 250 cubits on the east. What remains of the area bordering on the sacred portion, running the length of it, will be 10,000 cubits on the east side, 10,000 on the west. Its produce will supply food for the workers of the city. The workers from the city who will farm it come from all the tribes of Israel. The entire portion will be square, 25,000 cubits on each side. As a special gift, you will set aside the sacred portion along with the property of the city, what remains on both sides of the area. Formed by the sacred portion of the city, property belongs to the prince. It will extend eastward 25,000 cubits of the sacred portion to the eastern border, and westward from the 25,000 cubits to the western border. Both these areas running length of the tribal portions will belong to the prince. The sacred portion of the temple and sanctuary will be the the center of them.
So the prince's land will include everything between the territories allotted to Judah and Benjamin, except for the areas set aside for the sacred land and the city. These are the territories allotted to the rest of the tribes. Benjamin's territory lies just south of the prince's lands, and it extends across the entire land of Israel from east to west. South of Benjamin's territory lies that of Simeon, also extending across the land from east to west. Next is the territory of Issachar with the same eastern and western boundaries. Territory of Zebulun, which also extends across the land from east to west. The territory of Gad is just south of Zebulun with the same borders to the east and west. The southern border of Gad runs from Tamar to the waters of Meribah at Kadesh and then follows the brook of Egypt to the Mediterranean. These are the allotments that will be set aside for each tribe's exclusive possession. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. The gates of the city. These will be the exits to the city. On the north wall, which is 1.5 miles long, there will be 3 gates, each one named after a tribe of Israel. The first will be named for Reuben, the second for Judah, and the third for Levi. On the east wall, so 1.5 miles long, the gates will be named for Joseph, Benjamin, and Dan. The south wall, also 1.5 miles long, will have gates named for Simeon, Issachar, and Zebulun. And on the west wall, also 1.5 miles long, the gates will be named for Gad, Asher, and Naphtali. The distance around the entire city will be 6 miles, and from that day the name of the city will be "The Lord is